astrologically. We're going to get into the cards too, Virgo. Virgo, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Virgo sun, moon, and rising sign. I always create an extended reading for those of you who want to join me and want more details. That link is below, or you can join my Unbound membership here on Born Without Boundaries Tarot memberships, and that'll give you unlimited access to all the extended readings as well as exclusive content and all the channel perks. So think about it. I create a new Virgo energy video every single week. It comes out 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. That's over here on the West Coast. So remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. And if you want to join me for live daily chats and a general tarot card reading, I have a second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation. I'll attach the link above so that you guys can join in. Hopefully you'll join me over there too. Let's get into the astrology, Virgo, because it's really nice. And yeah, we had some hard times. Absolutely. Mercury was in retrograde. It was constantly squared to Saturn. It wasn't in the best position. However, that changes, and the biggest change comes this week. It's Monday when the moon moves full into Sagittarius, and it's just a beautiful Sunday, Monday, depending on where you are in the globe. It's just a beautiful release, and it's like finally people are opening their minds, or finally your mind isn't clouded, and you'll start to see like mental capabilities are finally open. The shadow period for retrograde is over. There is a beautiful relinquishing of that square between Saturn and Mercury. Unfortunately, Venus moves into that spot, and so she gets squared to Mercury. Not your freaking problem. So two big things happen. That square is dropped and Mercury moves into Gemini. So Mercury is now home in Gemini, where it's very light. The brain is light. It can think. It's agile. It's got a lot of dexterity into it, a lot of clarity. Also, communications start to come through again. So if there's been communications that you guys have been waiting for, especially if there's let's put it this way: if there's communications that you wanted to come through, or facts or information that you have been waiting on, now this is going to be readily available to you. But if you're waiting on apologies, or for people to understand or know where they've gone wrong, or where they've if you're waiting on apologies, don't hold your breath, because there is a semi-square to Mars conjunct Chiron, and ultimately that can sort of be a weakening of the energy, a failure of sorts to not take action. But because, and usually there's a awakening and our consciousness around it. It's really remarkable energy for moving on and being able to use and not make the same mistake twice. Essentially, use the wisdom and use the pain that you've gone through to be able to make different decisions. But somehow, some way, it's kind of standing against Gemini. So it may be for you guys, people are just not willing to like admit to any kind of wrongdoing yet. And honestly, I feel like there's just too much weight that's lifted off of you for you to even give this a lot of attention. But the thing is, there's that semi-square, which isn't as harsh as the square, but it is going to get to you. It's going to be irritating, and it's going to be just kind of like nagging, maybe even chasing you. Now, ultimately, it could be you. It could be that what you have to do in this time is like the stuff that you should have learned from or should have known better will come up and challenge you to remind you to do things differently, right? So it could be a good thing, though it's an uncomfortable thing. And because Mercury is so well positioned, it will. I just feel like you'll be able to use whatever comes up, especially uncomfortable things or pain from the past. You'll be able to actually, I don't know though, because honestly that square maybe there's some resistance to you actually being able to completely mentally accept it or process it yet. I think that there's some tension surrounding that. you may need a deeper understanding of it, a deeper, or you just may need time. You know, it's like, I don't want to be in a situation, I don't want you to have to be in a situation where you're backed against the corner, and maybe that's what you feel right now. We're going to get into the cards, but ultimately, this is actually a good week. There's a beautiful lightning. There's restrictions, that authority, not being able to get your words out correctly, having people question you every step of the way. That's gone now. That's over with. Now it's just how much have I learned from my past mistakes, and how much can I incorporate that into how I move forward. So, Virgo. Remember, guys, if you really love this video, please comment. Let me know what you're thinking or how you're experiencing the energy. Like the video and share it on your social media platforms. Virgo. I knew I had to do you guys next. Tend to the small things. There's been something building up, and this could be health, because there is that semi-square to the conjunction between Mars and Chiron. So have we taken action, or actions that we've taken in the past, or even things, especially in your physical self, your physical body, that have like lots of injuries that have been building up over time? This is something that you have to start looking at, because you're not going to be able to ignore it. It's kind of going to come up and nip you in the butt. Once again, this is not energy that you can't move past. In fact, this is Virgo energy, so it could also be being too tedious, you know, grasping at straws, picking at like nitpicking. It's that kind of thing. It's like there's some sort of nitpicking here. There's some sort of irritation that could have be directly related to it's stuff that you've let build up, and if you don't confront it, that's when things get really bad. Like I said, it could have something to do with health. Believe in yourself. This is squirrel energy. This is your energy too. This is double you. This is really good. Not double you, but double you. Believe in yourself is in other words, start taking initiative. So you're going to start taking initiative, planting seeds to confront these issues. Whatever they are, I feel like they have something to do with health, but the small things matter now. The devil is in the details, but it's just cleaning up the details. Believe in yourself, tend to the small things. Patience and not rushing is really important right now. That could be what it is. You might want to go too fast. It's almost like feeling like you have to do something about it now. These cards are saying you do not have to do something about it now. Plant the seeds. Start. Begin. There's a lot of pressure on you for some reason here to get things done, and it could be from you, because it's like once you realize it, or once you have the information, once it becomes like aha, then there's this sense of like, okay, I gotta fix it now. But it's remember who the fuck you are, and go slow and steady with it, because you don't have, it's like you're beginning now. Let yourself begin now. Don't have the expectation of, okay, everything's gonna be finished now. No, it's just starting to move forward, especially for you guys, since you're so closely connected with Mercury. It's like this is the beginning. So start to plant the seeds now. Believe in yourself. Commit yourself. Like, this is a good time for you to commit yourself to taking action on something that's been building up for a long time, and take those first steps. You don't see the tree or the fruit the first day you plant the seed, and that's kind of, but for right now, just know that there is that nagging at you, and that's from that square to Mercury. So the Mercury, that's that semi-square with Chiron conjunct Aries. That over the weekend, Virgo, that will start to break up too. That will start to dissipate, so you won't feel so nagged, and you'll be able to kind of be happier, or be a little bit more at ease with, it won't be such intense energy since it's not a conjunction anymore. You'll be able to deal with it a little bit better. But for right now, you could just be, there's so much shit that you have to deal with, or feel like you're just so buried in crap that where do I begin? That could be a challenge for you. Okay, so where do they begin? Let's help them out. Thank you. Trust the great mystery. This is diving in. like 11. This is awakening. 6 plus 5 equals 11. It's almost like somebody's throwing cold water on your face. This is like, take the plunge. And that's what it's saying. It's saying jump right in. I'm not sure that you're comfortable with that, but there does seem to be a relief in jumping in, because if you try to get all the details and everything lined up beforehand, you'll never get started because there's too much shit there. You just gotta fucking dive in and have enough faith in yourself to know you got this, you're gonna be able to fucking handle it. Yeah, it may not even be a mess that's anywhere related to you, and even if it is, could be a little bit more personal then, right? But still, it's almost like saying, believe in yourself enough to just jump right in. Trust the great mystery. So trust what you don't know and you don't understand. Why? Because you will understand it and you will grow. This is a great time to take the initiative to start on something, and then bam, things are going to go a lot quicker than you think. This is the trick though, Virgo. The leap of faith is absolutely essential. Yes. And that's kind of like, that's the conflicting aspect. You may want the questions answered and you may want to be certain, but listen, sometimes you got to take the job before you deserve it. Yeah, I'm just flat out saying to you, you will figure this out. Your brain is really working quickly now. You will figure it out. Just go ahead and take the plunge, and life is speeding up. It'll just, and this is Gemini. This is Gemini energy. Gemini, like, things are starting to come together in terms of the antennas on his head. They're coming together. Everything is taking shape and it's combining to make sense. And it's like, it's almost like, you know, those scenes in the movies where you're putting everything together and all those numbers are up in front. Like, that's what it is. You're working out the equation. You're finding the answer. And you are figuring it out, and you will make so much more progress than you think is even possible. There's also could be some sort of communications starting as well. So just dive right in and maybe say hello or strike up a conversation. This could lead to some wonderful new advancements, opportunities, or progress. Virgo. Also getting answers. Okay. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Whoa. And that's really Chiron Mars energy. But since you're squared to it, I think that there's some issues with gathering the information or gathering the knowledge. And that's what it's saying, is like, it's acknowledging, yeah, I mean, you can't really turn knowledge into wisdom when you don't have the knowledge to begin with. But once you have the knowledge, you can actually do something with it. And since this is current, this is verifying the knowledge is coming into you. It's also intuitive. You have to let your intuition guide you. You're still trying to Pluto. I mean, this is like instinct versus fact, right? But it's almost, let's put it this way. Since communication can still be a little wonky up through Monday, Tuesday, this is a sense of it's not wonky in your intuition. If you feel it, you kind of have to have faith in it and move in the direction that it's heading, and it will clear up as you go. That's what it is. It's like move without seeing. Go into the fog and things will go faster than you think they will. But I wouldn't start out driving fast to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Just decide to go. This is Piscean energy. There is some mystery here. There is some sense of something hidden or emotion. Maybe you've seen something. Maybe you've seen something and you're just now starting to comprehend what you've seen and what to make out of it. Tell me a little bit more about this. Could be dealing with a Pisces too. We have the tribe. It's finding your belonging, finding where you belong, finding who you belong with, people that you really can work with. Could have something to do with your friend group or finding a friend group. Ooh, deep knowing is here. And then we have milk and honey. And then we have a message in a bottle that's come to you. I think finally for a while the message got through, or maybe a message you sent somebody got through. You may know something that has directly related to somebody's success and tried to send it to them, or maybe kept the information from them. This is a sense of deciding to move forward with it and tell somebody something that you know, especially if it's been building up inside of you and you don't like the fact that you've held back the information. This is that information coming out and finally being able to say what you need to say to somebody, or let them know what you need to know, because holding it back is making you the bad guy. And I don't think you want to be that. Like, no, it's just a nasty way to feel. This is a sense of releasing the power that you think, or perceived power dynamic that you think they have over you. They don't, and making a statement of not being afraid of it by letting them know, or finally that message getting through. This once again could also be knowledge coming to you. Something was held up. So it's either you held up the information, or the information was held from you. And this was definitely information that you needed about maybe something to do with your friend group, or something to do with a new network that you're a part of, new job, whatever it is. It's like now you understand, and you're getting the juicy stuff. Happy birthday, Doug Denny. This is understanding the juicy stuff, because there was this I don't know. Or you've held off telling, maybe you've kept a secret. This could also be deciding to keep a secret. You've held off keeping a secret. It's actually about something very joyous. Maybe you want to share a celebration. You know something that other people don't know. This is like you sending out the word, you sending out the message. This could be what was building up for a while and you held on to it. Now you're actually putting your stamp on it, or putting it out there. Some sort of announcement. It's like saying you're ready to make an announcement. You're ready to make that official. Once again, this is around the full moon that it's coming out. You know? And you've had so much time to sit with this information. You're ahead of people on it. You'll be able to process it. You're kind of leading it. You know more about it. But so why hold on to it? Like, distribute it, let it out. And like I said, that could be about sending out invitations, or making a wedding announcement, or a birth announcement, or something like that. It's just like a sense of now you're ready to disseminate this information. Oh, that is so freaking cool. I want to congratulate you because it looks beautiful. Milk and honey is here. That's like joy and celebration, and it's like, oh, all the goodies. Maybe you or somebody you know held on to information because they didn't want to share, but now it's like, why worry? It's time to release negative energy. Yeah, whatever's been building up inside of you, or fears that you've had, holding on to, being worried that people wouldn't understand, or whatever it is, this is in the past. But it does acknowledge that you didn't really know what to do with this. There was just a lot of energy, or I don't know, it could be people held something against you, or somebody holding a grudge, because that's definitely Scorpionic energy. But it's almost like refusal to let go, inability to let go, or not certain you could let go and feel good about yourself or secure, right? But that's in the past, but it's directly related to whatever that was in the past. Where you are in the future is, I know something other people don't know, but now I'm ready to share it. And like I said, it could be something as beautiful as, hey, I'm sending out my wedding invitations. Like this would definitely be the week. Virgo. Oh, wait. This is sort of surprising information. This has to do with Saturn. Okay, so what this is telling me is, because this is Capricorn energy, right? And Saturn is in Aquarius right now. This has been held up. You were waiting for permission. You were waiting for some approval. You've been sitting there waiting for some sort of certification or license of some sort. You're going to get it. Yes, you're going to get it. It's going to all add up. This I don't know, fucking notification or approval, it's going to be sent to you, or you're going to get notified that the wait is over. some sort of clearance. That's what I'm hearing, clearance. And then we have Cancer energy, so that could have to do with, it could be something to do with your child, a child that you're trying to protect, or you're trying to work toward something for your child, or for somebody that's younger than you. Maybe it was held up, or you were holding back the information because you wanted somebody else to be okay before you let the information drop, or something like that. There is definitely protection here, or wanting to protect maybe a mother with a child. But ultimately there's just this sense of like knowing that the clock was ticking and you wanted to get farther enough away when the bomb goes off, kind of, or knowing that you didn't have a lot of time, and now like you finally got the paperwork in so that somebody is protected or taken care of, or they don't have to worry anymore. Yeah, this is something about protecting, I don't know, protecting your family, protecting your parenthood, protecting your child, or just somebody's protecting you from on high. It was held up for your protection, is what it's saying. Why does it take me so long? I'm so sorry. It was held up for your protection. You may have some sort of mother figure that it's a guardian angel of yours. Or something was held up for your protection because it wasn't going to be good for you yet. And now it's clear to go. You got the clearance. Let's see where we go from here in the extended. I hope you guys can join me.